Yes, the people. And we are live. What's everyone saying? Big up the grafters. Scott's in the chat. I just need to make sure this sound's working properly before we get into this. What's everyone saying? Get straight into the Hedgehogman JDP scenario, people. Now, actually, I was watching this before. Scott's in the chat.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Watch it. You can customize and in any direction.
Yes, Peter, hope you're well. Big up yourselves, hope you're well. Let's get straight into the JDP. Yes, 8'3", hope you're well. 8'3" in the house. Big up the legends. Let's get straight into the JDP Hedgehogman now.
Trying to get everything set up then. Add the show. Set up. Sweet. Perfect.
This is a show he's been talking about for a week.
Ready to go. Bosh. Next thing. I'm doing this, that, and the other.
Fuck off.
Next thing, I'm trying to put the videos into the stream, y'all. It's like didn't that? Oh man.
Oh, maybe it's got an agenda against you.
And I've just lost it. Tried to like delete everything off the thing. Turns out I forgot the password to the iCloud.
Start again. Yes, big up 8'3" though.
Yes, the people, what's happening? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Pure stress. Now, I've had nothing but drama, trying to get everything set up then, add the it's like telling me the corrupted and that. Oh man,
Oh, maybe it's got an agenda against you.
I've just proper lost it. Turns out I forgot the password to the iCloud what I'd set up for it. So anyway, another 1,400 quid down.
Yeah.
Make it up, you know.
Because Apple don't make them in that
My
colour.
life at the moment.
And that's definitely hold your Apple computer, the cash converters. Put the money in the bank, gambled it, and lost it, and then had to come on and make something up. Now listen to him tell me about his Apple computer he's just smashed.
So yeah,
Jake!
I didn't want to let you down. So just still jumped on for this little stream.
Now, does anyone actually know in the chat whether this I don't know anything really much about laptops or anything like that, but people are saying, "Oh, JDP's a liar. It's not even an iMac or whatever he says it is." But then there's other people saying you can get the iPad in that colour, and he is telling the truth. Does it even matter? Probably not. But people actually are bothered whether he's got the iPad or not.
I'm looking into a new cheap laptop that you not MacBook because I'm sick of having to smash them to bits. Right. Yes, J-All. Yes, T-Bunny. I hope everyone's good.
What does that say there? What does that say? That's what Liam was, a Decker lover. Definitely not, you absolute pudding. There's always one person who just never forgot. Yes, big up Red Splat, hope you're well. Ebenezer Red Splat, big up all at all. That sound's pissing me off. Come on, fella. What an absolute weirdo. How can he be a landlord when Big Daddy Christie come and collected the rent many years ago? Big DC's already collected his rent. He ain't collecting my rent. If anything, I'm collecting his rent. I pay his PIP money every month. We pay Decker's PIP money. But let me try this again. Don't work. If the sound's still playing up, We're not doing it. JDP not happy with Hedgehogman. They're all kicking off saying he's not got a MacBook. He's got this. Decker's stuck in his mum's box room. Yeah, he is. He's stuck in his mum's box room. 40 years to the day. Probably won't get out of it. It is what it is. That's the one red splat. That's the one Ebenezer red splat. You know how it is. These divvies. They've got Decker on the mind 24/7. DC took the lead, Decker won. Well, what's this about? Dr. Rat pulled the big Peter Papers and Team Decker over Danny Christie every time. Scott's team, anyone over Danny. Christie seems first, I mean. Scott's team, Brett May. He loves Brett May. Dr. Ratpull declares war on the dark corner. But we'll watch the big JDP. It's pissing me off. We ain't. I ain't fucking about with that shit. Yeah, you know the 1-8-3. We need to we gotta get some fast internet. Brett May. Honestly, I feel it. It's winding me up. Never mind you lot. It's making me want to go mental. Ratple's apparently an Arsenal fan. Is he actually an Arsenal fan though? Big up the black and white army. Got a good result that for Newcastle last night, to be fair. "30th of March, that's day one of his trial," says Bray Scott. You're going, aren't you, Scott, with your free Brett May banner? Scott, are you not going with a free Brett May banner? What's this? Yes, Wayne. Wayne says, Daddy G is on Facebook offering the one-on-one tie lesson now there. Is he really now? Is that what Daddy's saying? When was when he said that? You know Brett personally, do you know? Do you know what? I don't think I have. I don't think I have Danny G on any. I've got his account. I follow his. Obviously, I subscribe to his channel here, but I don't have him on any social media. Not got him on Facebook. So Danny G's offering one-on-ones on Facebook, apparently, people. We might react to that one soon. Some good footy again tonight. We'll be watching the footy. Some great football tonight, in fact. Does Danny know his... Let me get this bet builder up, what we might do for tonight. Tom says, Decker's not making videos because Danny's ran him off. You'd say that, wouldn't you? Funny how he's just disappeared all of a sudden. After Big Danny Christie said what he said, Decker seems to have listened to the landlord of Carlisle. Arsenal tomorrow. If Brett May gets found guilty, it'll be a miscarriage of justice. Do you reckon, Scott? Pink Decker, Danny. Pink Decker. says Peter. And he told him to make a video and go see him. Yeah, Decker's not been on since. That's correct, Tom. Yeah, they must. No, but he's on licence in that anyway, Scott. So they have to remand him whether they've got evidence or not, because he's on licence and shit anyway. I want to see what this article says here. Yeah, I was just getting that article up there. I was looking at some of it. It says, I'll get it up here now. So it's Doncaster bare knuckle boxer, 8'3". He's getting a bit. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? How old actually is Brett? How actually old is Brett? Thirty. 35. So Brett May's 35. What is Hedgehogman apparently going to this to the trial as well? I was thinking Scott going to be. I didn't know that. I did not know that one. Always went forward in the day, however, tough when you leave training to come back to it. Tom Decker probably finished now. He's Decker is stupid to feel pain, says Shock Taker. Peter Papers in the agreement with you 100%. I agree. It'd be great to see someone make it happen. I don't think we'll. I don't think we'll ever see Decker fight again. To be honest with you, it's just. Oh yeah, there's no two ways about that. 100%. You know, he was a tough bastard. Definitely could have a fight. You know, was one of the toughest bare knuckle fighters we've seen, but he's a fucking wrong'un. Could Decker beat Danny now? Definitely not, in my opinion. In my opinion, Danny flattens him now. Yeah, I think Danny beats. Decker not training, just drinking, taking tramadol. Yeah, I think the last fight he had was, I think you're right there, Tom. I think it was the Robbie Brown fight. Yeah, I think the last fight Decker actually had was the Robbie Brown fight, and we all seen how that one went. Robbie Brown, obviously, multiple weight classes below Decker. Robbie Brown's a much smaller guy compared to Decker. Like Decker, fucking hell, it looked like a giant when Robbie fought Decker, but Decker again in that fight. A lot of people say, even in the Danny Christie fight, Decker were too nice. He's always been like that. Same with Dean Lynch Ward, and in the Robbie fight, he were the same. You know, he had Robbie on floor, never did anything on it. Decker, a much bigger guy. A lot of people say, "Oh, Paul Benny shouldn't have been there," blah blah blah. But Decker still turned up and had that fight, and he got beat fair and square by Robbie Brown. But Robbie tied him up in knots. I actually think he could have won that. Was more concerned with making friends. Exactly. That's it, Tom. You know, he wasn't there to put a beating on someone. He was there to try and make friends, as you say. Decker in his prime beats Danny Christie, in my opinion. I'll tell you something though. The Danny Christie versus Decker Heggie fight is still a massive fight to this day. Still does absolutely massive numbers. Many people want to see that fight. I think Decker would come back for the Danny Christie fight only. Yeah, probably, mate. Probably, bro. Who do you want to win the battle? Danny, I'm not. They're all having the back and forth. They're all going at each other. Yeah, if anyone, whoever, I'm not really interested who wins it. If you, I'd love to spar Danny G though for 3 rounds. I'd love to get Danny G to do some training content. 100%. That's what we need to make happen. Get Danny G to 3 round sparring, and also get him to do a circuit and that, because he says he's as fit as I don't think we'll ever see Decker fight again, to be honest with you. As I said before, I just don't see it happening. YouTube channel required, says Liam. Liam B versus Burger Joint is YouTube history. Yes, brother. It's a shame, Scott. I think the fight is big enough to headline BKFC. 100%, Peter. That fight, in my opinion, the Decker versus Danny fight, 100% would be able to headline a BKFC, but see, it's well, yeah, I reckon it's still it's a big fight, as we say, still a big fight to this day. But Danny would smash him now. The level that Danny's fought at compared to what the Decker's not fought for fucking. Decker's not fought for what 5, 6 years, as where Danny's been fighting for BKFC titles, BKFC World Championship. You know, fighting the likes of Dave Mundell, fucking just multiple fighters. Danny Christie's fought, Jared Warren, Jimmy Justice Miller. You know, good fighters, all good fighters. David Round. Danny Christie destroyed Decker's name, got it banned from BKFC. Mate, I think Decker did a lot of his destroying his own name himself. It was just that people like Danny, Hedgehogman, multiple other people was exposing it. But Decker destroyed his own name. Decker was overhyped to begin with, says Tom Tom. Yeah, Danny 100% doesn't need the Decker fight at all. Decker needs Danny, if anything. Watch his fights, look up the situation. Yeah, a lot of people say the same thing, Tom Tom. A lot of people say that Decker was very overrated. Some people say he didn't even punch hard for his size. I've seen some people. Obviously, he could take a punch and he could keep going, but apparently, a lot say he wasn't even that powerful for as big as what he was. He should have been knocking guys out, but apparently, he didn't hit that hard. Had he ever even knocked anyone out cold anyway? Decker needed to quit Park before anything. Yeah, as I say, has Decker actually ever knocked anyone spark out in a bare knuckle or boxing match? We know he's won them, but I mean, has he ever won by knockout? Has he ever won by knockout? I don't think he has he? Don't think he actually has ever won by knockout. It was Andy, but was overrated. Tom. Decker deliberately was at his best. Yeah, agility was definitely his best attribute, 100%, as you say. You know, he could keep coming forward even after some massive shots what he'd taken in multiple fights. He'll still come forward. The massive cut he had on the Decker fight, 90% of people would have been out of there. So yeah, that was definitely his. Big D Lynch Ward. D Lynch Ward surely got to be coming out of prison soon, hasn't he? Surely see D Lynch Ward out soon. Or do we not? No, he did not. Lynch Ward out. D Lynch Ward was. Yeah, apparently, and it's definitely not true, but he wasn't even. Some people say Dean didn't even want to have the fight Dougie Menin, which I don't see as being true, but he definitely worked. He definitely hadn't trained the way Decker had trained for that fight. Dean was nowhere near as fit as what Decker was. Obviously, that's his own doing. Fair news. He knew about the fight for God knows how many weeks. He should have trained, but yeah, Big Dean Lynch Ward should be out of prison soon. I'll have to check them out. Ebenezer Red Splat. Tom Decker battered Dean Lynch Ward, went down 20 times. Dean Lynch Ward went from a Towie to a traveller to a roadman all in 3 months, says Mr. Lottie. Build up the Decker fight was good. Yeah, it was good. Got a lot of people talking about it, didn't it? I remember at one point there was Danny Christie and Dean Lynch Ward were having a bit of a back and forth as well at one point. Yes, Matthew, hope you're well. Big up Matthew in the chat. How are you doing, my mate? How we doing, my friend? Big up the grafters, you know how we do, my pal. But yeah, the Dean Lynch Ward fight for me was too easy for Decker. Was way too easy for Decker. As I say, I don't think Dean trained hardly anything for that fight. You can see here on this Dillitchwood only took that fight to impress Dougie. Says Tom. Yes, mate. Big up, Matthew. How are you doing, Matthew? We're going to go live as well later, people, for Liverpool Sunderland. What a game that's going to be. Tough game for Liverpool, that. Sunderland at home. Hopefully Sunderland get the 3 points against Liverpool. Be a good game, that. Come over, check the watch along. Big shout out from Dublin, yes, brother. Big up my mate. Hope you're well. Big up the Dublin. Big up the Irish. Big up the Irish every time. Yeah, there's a picture there, people. As you can see, of the aftermath, shall we call it, of the Danny Christie versus Decker Heggie. Decker looks well worse off. I know people say, oh, Danny lost the fight. He went down 2 times, blah, blah. The fight was called a draw. Both men agree it was a draw. But as you can see there, look at the state of the faces after that. Decker's still got a naughty scar to this day. On his face. Look at that beauty. That's an absolute cracker. Scott says Decker's lives were the best ever. In what way? What way, Scott? Because everyone just abused him. 90% of his live streams was him getting terrorised. Am I wrong or am I not? Isn't it? Definitely a bit. Some of his live streams were the weirdest live streams I've ever come across in my life. Decker and Danny was a draw, in my opinion, but Decker's weight difference should have won it. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, Decker was a much, much bigger guy. Danny come straight off the couch. Danny comes from getting straight off the couch, smoking the bud. That's where Decker had been fighting for you. He'd had multiple fights, Decker, up until he fought Danny. Yeah, definitely nothing brilliant about that, Scott. Can't agree with you on that one. Something not right there, brother. Very questionable. I'm saying lives were good when people were roasting him. Yeah, well, that's what I say. Like, you know, when you actually come to think of it, you know, a lot of it's like I was saying the other day with Decker. This is one thing with Decker. Yeah, he always claimed the mental health card. He always tried making people feel sorry for him. I was one of them people who fell into that trap and felt sorry for him, right? But then when you actually go and look at why he's got mental health, why he's got all these problems going on, it's because it's his own doing. Yes, 8'3", you absolute legend. Big up my brother. £20 super chat in the house. Big up 8'3". This man is an absolute legend of the chat. I owe him a free ticket to the next fight, as I say, and probably more with the amount of super chats he's dropped. But what a legend he is. But yeah, going back to what I was saying with Decker, You know, he's always claiming the mental health facts. He's always claiming this. He's always claiming that. But when you actually come to think of it, people, yeah, why is he? Why is his mental health the way it is? Because of the stuff that he's doing to himself. Because of the, you know, go and look at the stuff that this man's done. Danny smashed his kitchen up the other week. Says who, Scott? It's his own fault. He bonfire. Yeah, that's it. You know, you've got to understand people. You know, it's like with anyone. Your normal Tom, Dick, and Harry don't have hundreds of trolls on the case every day because they've nothing to troll them about. Decker had so many trolls because of some of the stuff he was getting up to, some of the seedy, weird stuff he got up to. This live stream seemed to have turned into a Decker Heggie live stream. We should have just called this Terrorising Decker. We should have called this Terrorising Decker. We've not really spoke about the JDP. Hedgehogman, a.k.a. Daddy G from Sheswick, the hardest man since sliced bread. It's his own fault, yeah. A lot of people say the same thing, Tom. Let's hope he's watching so he can come back. If he's watching, he'll make a video again saying, why is LB Prime Fighter talking about me? He looks like a ferret. Blah, 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 blah. Decker won't see it. Nah, Decker's hid under his bed still. His paranoid Daddy Christie's going to knock at the door. He don't want any of the smoke. He definitely doesn't want the smoke. But yeah, as you can see there, people, on that beautiful picture in the background is Decker definitely looks like he's been hit by a fucking bat multiple times. There's not much to say. There's not much to say. JDP ignores everything and keeps repeating the same crap. Meanwhile, Craig's discredited JDP Ridge proving he's full of shite. Well, that video, what we were talking about before, the video that we mentioned before, or what we put up before, should I say, with Hedgehogman and the JDP and the laptop one. I'll try and get it up again. It's just doing my head in at the minute. Yeah, there was something to do with JDP snapped his laptop in half, claiming it's an Apple iPad or whatever he says it is, an iMac laptop. And then you've got video Craig saying, listen, you're a bullshitter. It's not an iMac, it's a normal laptop. Now, whether it's a normal laptop or it's an iMac, does it really matter? You know, if you've got a laptop, you've got a laptop. It is what it is. Yeah, a lot of people I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, we was all smashing controllers or laptops, whatever you want to say, when we were 12, 13, 15, 16, getting mad at FIFA, Call of Duty. I've smashed hundreds of PlayStation and Xbox remotes, but I don't do it now because I don't like paying 70, 50 pound or whatever it is for a new controller. Do you know what I mean? Craig's reeling him in and he can't see it, says Tom. Well, that's it. I think what you've got to understand as well, people, yeah, you've got to... Now, JDP is JDP, you know, he's made his content and he's... Some people will say, look, JDP's had some sort... You know, he's had people, let's just put it this way, JDP's had people who have been part of Video Craig, Rachel, all the cult, as they like to call them. He's been part of the... He's had people, basically, who have been part of the group chats, then give him information on Craig, on Rachel, and all that sort of stuff, which I thought were quite mad at the time. I've always said, why would people who are supposed to be friends with Hedgehogman, Rachel, and stuff like that go behind the back and give JDP information? I always wondered why that was. But then people say a lot of the information, what you see JDP get, is lies and us. You don't know what to believe, people, as I've said from the start. You don't know what to believe. The only way you can believe stuff, yeah, is if people come with evidence. It's like, just for the laugh, I think it was the other week, said, JDP's never proved that the police turned up at his door and all that sort of stuff, which is true. You know, fair enough. There's people out there that are saying, look, you can say Video Craig, Hedgehogman has had police turn up at your door, had social services ring up your missus or whatever. But where's the proof that this has happened? And that's what a lot of people are saying. And you've got to understand where people are coming from. But then you've also got to understand where JDP's coming from. So as I say, the whole thing's a load of shite. It's messy. It's been messy from the start. And it's only going to get messier until one of them punch each other in the face and agree to fight each other, because it's never going to stop, in my opinion. That's my opinion on it anyway, people. Jake is absolutely full of shite facts, says Tom. Scott says, Tom, Video Craig is worse. Honestly, it is absolute madness. But if you don't react to it, you don't react to some of the stuff that's going on this dark corner of YouTube, then you don't stay relevant. I said yesterday, please come to your door, you would film it. Yeah, that's... A lot of people have said that, and then also a lot of people have said JDP's telling the truth, so you don't know what to believe, do you? You just don't know what to believe with this dark corner of YouTube, let's just put it that way. It's all madness. Yes, brother. Afternoon to yourself, hope you're well. Big up, my mate. How we doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Hope you're good. Yeah, it is. When you actually come down to think of it, it is all bullshit, because it's like this, yeah. They're talking about each other's misses a lot, you know. Hedgehogman saying he's going to make 70 videos now on JDP's misses because JDP made 70 plus videos on Rachel. But it's quite sad, really, when you think about it. When it really comes down to it, it's sad from both ends. JDP making the 70 videos on Rachel and Hedgehogman replying saying he's going to make it. If someone made 70 odd videos regarding my missus or my kids, they wouldn't even get to 70 odd videos because I'd just turn up at the door after the first or second video. Especially, you know, anyone can make a video ripping me because I'm on this dark corner of YouTube and I'm putting myself out there. But when you start bringing people into it who you don't want on here, if it really bothers you that much, just go and turn up at the gaff or turn and do something about it, innit? JDP done a video earlier showing, so they are Apple laptops. Now, as I say, I never see why JDP isn't going to lie, is he? And then show the laptop, because he'd be a fucking idiot to say this is an Apple laptop. Show the laptop split in half and it not being Apple. I don't know what's Apple, what's fucking not, but to me, I've never really been into laptops and stuff. It's always these last couple of weeks, these last couple of months, shall we say, that I've had to get a laptop and that to carry on doing this YouTube shit. It's never really been my sort of thing. So whether it was Apple, fucking banana, or grape laptop, does it actually matter? Are we that bothered? I don't understand why they don't have a straightener. Here in Wales, I'd give you those. Exactly, brother. That's the one. That's it. I agree. I don't know why they don't have a straightener. As I said myself the other day, the only way, as men, right, as two men, and you're talking about each other's misses and all that sort of stuff, the only way you're going to gain each other's respect is by hitting each other in the face and having a fight. Because you could make 500 videos, never mind 70. And all it's going to do is wind him up and probably upset the person who they're speaking about regarding the missus. She's probably going to end up seeing some of these and be like, why the fuck's my name constantly being mentioned on YouTube when I'm not part of the YouTube? How many people said JDP was going to fight now? You on a list, remember? Well, Tom's got a point. I was hoping to fight JDP one day, but it wasn't going to happen. That's right, Liam. The vids themselves are what prevent a man from moving the way he should in these times. Yeah, 100%, 8'3". 100%, brother. You know, especially in this day and age as well. You know, I know this day and age there's a lot of bullshit that goes on the internet, but, you know, if you're a real man and someone's speaking about your missus and you really don't like it, then you just go and deal with it, wouldn't you? Fuck making another 70 videos or whatever these boys are saying they're going to do. As we say, you know, we've seen it ourselves, people. The minute Brett May and Danny Christie were meant to fight each other, yeah, the minute Brett May spoke about Danny Christie's wife, bang. Danny Christie was in Doncaster quicker than you could say 1, 2, 3. It's like a woman in an office bitching weak as fuck. Obviously, like I've said it hundreds of times, you know, people love the back and forths. You've sort of got to, in some sort of sense, you've got to have these back and forths or react to people's videos and do whatever, but there's ways you can do it and ways you can go around doing these videos, making money also, without bringing negativity and all that sort of stuff into it and bringing people's misses into it. What if your missus looks like Kung Fu Kev? Is it okay to talk about them then? Well, if your missus looks like Kung Fu Kev, I feel sorry for you. I do feel sorry for you. Money is more important than morals, and it is. That's the sad thing about today. I'm always like, that's the thing with it with nowadays. You know, people had fucking grassed their mum in for an extra fucking few £100. That's how sad some of these people are. Kung Fu Kev was on a live last night. Whose live was that then? Who's letting that absolute nonsense, weird individual go on their live stream? Who would do that? So honestly, some of these people on this corner, it really does baffle me sometimes. People like, for one, who are these people? Where have they come from? And what possesses them to do some of the stuff like that? Kung Fu Kev and some of the stuff you've seen with the other individuals, what they get up to in the spare time. They seriously are monks. Oh, it's his own channel. Right. It's his own channel. I thought we got rid of that Kung Fu Kev little weirdo. I thought the power of the people on this corner of YouTube got rid of Kung Fu Kev. I couldn't comment because I wasn't subscribed. Has he got subscribers only on? Kung Fu Kev with the subscribers only. What a fucking nonce. He is a bacon. That man needs his hard drive checking. New channel, right? We'll have to go over and terrorise it then. He's got a new channel, Kung Nonce Kev. Right. We'll definitely have to go over, report it, do what we can with it. Try shut it down. I know Bibby and what was his name? I can't remember the other lad's name. Bibby and someone else were onto him, exposing him to fuck. I don't follow it like it's just what I've heard. Yeah, I'll have to go see if we can find it and start. That's it. CC Mills, that's the one. Big up CC Mills. C Mills and Bibby terrorised Kung Fu Kev off his squad on YouTube. Rightly so as well. People say, oh, Liam, he's got disabilities. He's got something wrong with him. He's got this. Listen, he might have something wrong with him and he might have disabilities, but he's old enough and he damn well knows what's right, what's wrong, who's underage and all that sort of stuff. He's an out-and-out weirdo. He's a wrong one. And he needs dealing with that caravan that he lives in. Someone just go tip it upside down and drag it halfway across the UK on back of a fucking tour bar, I reckon. Yeah, that Kev's very seedy, weird individual. I kept calling him Dekaheggy's nephew, and that's what got Dekaheggy to come back and make a video not too long ago. If you haven't actually seen it, people, Deka were fuming and couldn't hack the fact I called him Kung Fu Kev's nephew. Were fuming about it. Absolutely fuming. He was come out calling me a ferret and all that sort of stuff. What?
I'm still at the doctor's.
Right. Yeah. Kung Fu Kev's uncle, aka Dekaheggy, brought Deka back for one or two videos, and then Big Daddy Christie told him how it he was, and he's never made a video since. But yeah, he didn't like it. He was calling me a ferret and all that sort of stuff. I thought it was quite bang on what I said, with him being Kung Fu Kev's uncle. You know, they do resemble each other in many ways. They do resemble each other in many ways. Kung Fu Kev admires someone like Dekaheggy, the little weirdo. Right, let me try and get this back up a sec. Did you not? Did you not? Yeah, I did, you know. I said that. I can't remember who it was who I said was Shadow Boxer's nephew. And he went off on one, started trying to call me a weirdo, and said that I'm a nonce and that because I called someone his nephew and his family are no part of this Darkside and that. Like, come on, Shadow Boxer. You're the biggest helmet on this corner of YouTube. And you are convicted. He was raging, weren't he, Gemma? Absolutely raging with Shadow Boxer. I might do that again, you know. We might be able to get a fight out of him doing that. I should have carried on that. It's just clicked to me now. I should have actually... I should have carried on that, and it might have got Shadow Boxer raging to the point he's like, right, that LB Prime Fighter, he's getting it. He's definitely another suspect. He's a bit of a suspect. He's a fucking shadow bacon. He loves to beg as well, as ASC says here. You know, Shadow Boxer will beg. Shadow Boxer would beg a homeless person for a fucking vape and an extra couple of quid. He has no morals, that fella. His live at takeaway last week was awful. I thought they were going to chop him up. None of them could lie straight in bed. You're not wrong there, brother. You're not wrong there. They definitely couldn't. Cheryl loves her bag. Sent him a quid once. Sent him a quid and he were buzzing. Bring up. That's funny, that. Sent him a quid and he were buzzing. Fucking hell. Fucking buzzing over a quid, eh? I've seen him buzzing over a few vapes a couple of times. You know, he does. He's obsessed with getting people to buy him a vape. He's a racist as well. Oh yeah, mate. The one thing I've noticed with Shadowboxer, right? As I've always said, yeah, Shadowboxer can play the YouTube game well. You've got to say that he plays the YouTube game well. Considering he's a bacon, he's got over 100k subscribers and he's got a lot of people who watch him. But he has no morals. He'll talk to anyone. He'll talk to people like shit if it suits him. And he'd shit on his best friend for an extra tenner. He'd sell his soul for a fiver. That man's riddled with it, you know. I'm going to send him another one. Hit the pipes, not the lights. Yes, brother. He bought them subs 90,000. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that, Gemma. Is the dog still alive? Mate, that story there on its own was sick. That just shows how much of a sick individual he is. The fact he made multiple people believe his dog were dead and it wasn't dead. I can't wait for Ginge from Shard End to punch his lights out. Ginge from Shard End's going to batter him. Now, when this eventually loads, because the fucking internet shit, then I will. I want people to give me their take on the MacBook JDP. That poor dog's like Sandy or Family Guy.
Yes, the people, what's happening? I had what I'd set up for it. So anyway, another 1,400 quid.
Right. Is that the MacBook? As I say, people, whether it is or whether it's not, let's just get down to the bottom of it right now on this live stream. So there's no more debates, there's no more bullshit. Is that a MacBook or is it not? Whether it is or it isn't, it doesn't really matter. But I've seen multiple people asked whether JDP's got a MacBook. Kiki says it's a MacBook. He does show you, yeah. He does show 2 Mac laptops, to be fair to him. He does. Family Guy. Yeah, I used to watch Family Guy back in there. I can't watch it now. Can't watch it anymore. I used to watch it.
Big down. You know what I mean? You couldn't make it up, you know, my life at the moment.
Well, Jake, I think you're lying because that isn't an Apple computer.
Make it up, you know.
Because Apple.
And there you have it yourself, people. Hedgehogman He's adamant. Hedgehogman, he's adamant. It's a Hedgehogman. He's adamant it's a MacBook. It's not a MacBook, should I say? But yeah, as I say, people, whether it is, it doesn't really matter. You know, the real question should be who's ordering a fight. Let's have a fight. Let's just settle it once and for all. But yeah, right. I'm going to end the live stream there, people, because the kids are back from school. Kids have just got back from school, so let's go see the kids. It's absolutely pissing down outside. Weather's terrible. It seems to be raining absolutely everywhere in the UK. But yeah, big up everyone who's been part of the live stream. You're all legends. Hit that like if you haven't already, people. Hit the like. It does help the channel. Hit the subscribe as well if you haven't already. And we'll be live again later, people, for the Liverpool versus Sunderland. What a game it's going to be. I hope Sunderland do a job on Liverpool. Yes, One Take. Big up, brother. Shout out One Take the Weddings. Big up the grafters. Yeah, have a good one, people. Nice one, bud, from Wales. Big up, my mate. Nice to see you in the chat. Another new one in the chat there, people. Big up. And yeah, as I say, I'll catch you all later, people. I'm going to set the live stream up for around 8 o'clock for the Liverpool game. So yeah, come over, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And I'll see you there, people. Big up the grafters. Have a good day, whatever it is you're doing. And I will see you on the next.